Hey my little munchkins, it's Jeffrey, and we are going to venture into the UNB woodlot. The University of New Brunswick here in Fredericton has a forestry program, and there is a very large forested area. Look at what I found. It is another one of those lovely butterflies like in my video yesterday. So beautiful. Wow. Anyways, so what I was saying is that they have a very large forested area that they use as part of their program, and that there's also a part that's a Ducks Unlimited nature preserve, and we're gonna go there. Now normally this trail you would reach from way far behind me, starting off at the actual university center, and then you would walk down it. But with the expansion of the city, there is a busy road that cuts right through it, so we park our cars and walk across, and they don't even have a spot that like a crosswalk or a signal or what have you. But then again, it's not necessarily meant for people going for walks and stuff. It's meant for the university, so I could see why they wouldn't bother putting in something like that. But we're going to see if we can get across the street without getting hit. Maybe kind of like a game of Frogger, but I did pretty good today. Yeah, they even have it roped off here so that you can't drive your vehicles and park. There are some times where school groups and different things will have permission, and the university will unlock it so that they could park in this area over here. But we are going to go to Corbett Pond, which is a lovely place. And we'll just read what this notice says here, in case all of a sudden they're saying like, no, you're not allowed. Okay, so it just says wildlife refuge. Hunting, trapping, and snaring is prohibited by order of the Minister of Natural Resources. And it says when accessing the university forest, dogs must be on a leash at all times. Stoop and scoop the poop. Low impact activities only. Cyclists must remain on access roads. No off-road biking. Do not leave any trash behind. Campfires are not permitted, and access is limited to daytime hours. And before accessing the university forest, contact us if you're conducting an organized group activity or using any type of motorized vehicles. So yes, there is a lot of roads through here, and you could bike for hours, so it's a great place to kind of bike and get away from it all. Although it's been nice the past couple of days, the ground here tends to hold on to the water, so you can see all the mud puddles and things. So we did have quite a lot of rain over the weekend. And our friends, the giant hogsweed on the left and on the right. Up ahead, I'm going to try and find, but we have quite a lot of medicinal plants that do grow in New Brunswick, and one of the ones that we're going to take a look at is wintergreen. And wintergreen, of course, is one of the main ingredients in Rub A535. It's great for muscles, aches, and pains. You can pick off leaves and chew on them and kind of freshens your breath and so on. You wouldn't want to chew on a lot of them because wintergreen has salicylic acid in it, which is what is one of the ingredients that makes up aspirin. And so it can be great for pains, but taken internally too much, and it's not really the best of things. Over in here, there's a woodland trail that goes off. I'm wearing shorts today, as you can see, so I won't be heading off of the main trails. And actually, just looking down here, and I believe we have found a patch of wintergreen, and that's these fellas right here. You can pick off a leaf, and if you break it and smell it, it smells just like wintergreen should, and it grows quite plentiful. It likes a little bit of shade, so it's perfect along the sides of the trail. Should I find any more interesting medicinal plants, I'll be sure to show you what they are. Coming up around the corner here will be Corbett Pond, and it is a really nice place to just stop and relax. There is something that you will notice, though, that I will point out that kind of takes away a little bit from its natural beauty, and it's just the state of cities expanding and so on. The further you get in, the nicer it is, because the rustling of the trees helps drown out the sound of the traffic and really makes for a relaxing walk. So we have a sign for Corbett Brook, and before we go in to take a look at the pond, we're just going to walk ahead a ways, and you can actually see Corbett Brook. Says on the sign, Ducks Unlimited Canada, Conserving Canada's Wetlands, Project Webfoot, and University of New Brunswick. And we learned to keep the water clean. This is what we're conserving. So they do have on the sign a picture of a school group where someone was showing them Corbett Pond, and they get to see what wildlife grows in there, and get to learn about conserving our wetlands, which is really important for the ecosystem. coming up upon a little bridge here. So on this side, you can see that there is an overflow of the pond, and that's what feeds the brook. And it flows down under the bridge and then heads over here. Quite a lot of branches overhead, so you can't really see down a whole lot, but there's the brook and it flows off down that way. And if a person did keep on going, you could go straight, and that takes you really deep, or you can also take this trail here, and that follows the brook down a ways, and it opens up to other trails and so on. So thank goodness for GPS, because there's so many turnoffs you could take that there is a potential that a person could get lost. So let's go back and check out the pond. I was just thinking, I wonder what makes the difference between a pond and a very small lake. Perhaps it's the depth of the water and such. I don't really know myself. If you happen to know, without me having to go Google it, maybe you could leave a comment down in the comments. There. So, like I said, there's all kinds of different turnoffs and stuff. There is a pathway over here that a person can go. It opens up to a little viewing area, and we might go down there, but this is Corbett Pond. There's a little amphitheater, so the kids would sit there, and the person doing the demonstration would be in front. I've walked out here and seen one before. So they had a big huge trough where they scooped up some of the pond water and was able to show some of the life that was living there. So this is pretty cool. I have not seen the cattails so tall, and the water so full of mossy type plants. Little dragonfly just flying by. Wow, I haven't been out here really for a long time. Over on the other side of those trees is a big huge Costco building, and it used to be that you would see it. So that's what I was talking about, as far as, you know, there being some sort of ugliness off in the background from just the expanding city, but you can't really see it, so that's awesome. So those pine trees that are over there must have grown about 3 feet since the last time I've been out here. So it just goes to show that I need to come out here more often, which I do hope to. Being out in nature is so healthy for you. The Japanese talk about forest bathing, which is Shinrin Yoku, and if I pronounce that right, and they go from their busy lives and spend time out in nature, touching trees, you know, just basking in everything. And there's so many health benefits to doing that, and this is a wonderful place to be able to go, because there is the nice accessible walking areas, and then you can go in the little side trails if you wish. Now there's a beaver pond that's supposed to be somewheres over there. Not a beaver pond, my goodness, a beaver lodge. And I can't see it. It seems to be growing up, but it could be that the beavers have moved on. But it was quite a big one at one point in time, and then I'm just not seeing it anymore. I don't think the UNB people would have come and cleared it out because it wasn't really blocking off anything. But yeah, the water here, that looks currently to be about a foot deep. And I have seen it before where it's been about 3 feet deep, so the water is getting quite low. So let's go and take a look at that other trail that leads to another observation point. I love it out here. I haven't captured any of them yet on film for you guys, but there's lots and lots of dragonflies, and I really like dragonflies quite a lot, especially since they dine on mosquitoes. Watch your step. And one could go that way, but where we want to go is this way. That way just opens up to another little tiny pond. And this way opens up to the viewing area. You can see the trees are starting to change color here. New Brunswick has a beautiful fall season where there's all kinds of reds and yellows and different shades of color. There's a bird box. It's got a pretty big hole, so I'm not quite sure what kind of birds would get in there. I'd almost say an owl, but I don't know that they would just have an owl here. Okay, so we're at the lookout. And look, if you go out in nature, the only thing that you should leave in nature is your well wishes. Do not bring in trash like that and just leave it. That is just so disrespectful. And if you're one who does it, then maybe you need to consider changing your life choices a little tiny bit. Sadly, I don't have any bags with me, otherwise I would carry them out. So I guess I'm just gonna have to leave that task to somebody else. And here is our other view. We would have been over there, and right out there where you can kind of see the little patch of reeds growing up, that used to be a beaver lodge, and it still could be, just that the beavers aren't very good at housekeeping. I was just noticing these berries on the tree. I'm not quite familiar with which tree this is. So also leave comments in the comment section if you happen to know what tree that is and what those berries are, and if you can eat them. That'd be pretty cool. Okay, so we will go back and then we'll check out that little trail just to sort of see what it opens into. It's been a while since I've gone at it, so I really don't know. Just that it's another little pond of some sort. You can see some dog footprints. I've seen deer footprints before, and then I've seen rabbit prints, but I haven't seen anything big like bears or stuff like that. Bears would be a lot more deeper in the woods than just out this way. Oh, I see they got it fenced off. Let's see if there's a spot that's kind of clear. Okay, well, it's a little tiny bit of a pond in there. I'm not sure why they have it fenced off, unless it's to discourage dumping, where there's the parking lot right up over there, but I don't really think it's a source of water for anything. But where it's small, they could be like, well, that'll be one way to protect it from people traipsing in. Or it could be too that where it's so grassy that people that are walking and might have their kids with them could potentially try and walk through that and then get stuck and then drowned. And that would be really awful. So that's Costco over there, Princess Auto, and then there's a Home Depot off to that area. Let's see if I want to keep going around. Hopefully it can curve back in and then I don't have to turn around. I can just keep walking back. But no, looks like it just heads that way out to the parking lot. So this would be a great entrance now that I know that it's like this, so that I don't have to cross the busy road. I can always just park there and then come walking through here and get to the pond. Yeah, so thanks for coming along with me to see another gem of Fredericton. It'd be nice if you had a chance to stop on by our beautiful city and check it out, and you can always drop me a line, and if I'm available we can chit chat and then maybe meet up and I can take you on some walks through some of these lovely places. But I'm going to let you go for now, and I just want you to remember this most important thing is that how special you are. There's only one of you on this planet, and that makes you more rare and precious than any diamond or any bunch of gold or anything. And that's what I like about you, is your uniqueness. Meeting new people, you get to see all the variety of personalities and so on, and yours just happens to be really cool, and I like it. So have a great rest of your week, and we will talk to you soon again. Bye.